Hi, my name is Sherry, and I'm one of the co-founders of Peak. We're an AI-powered personal finance platform that helps you track, manage, and grow your net worth. At Peak, we believe, firstly, in holistic wealth. Many of the personal finance platforms that you find out there, including websites, blogs, or even tools, tend to focus on a single part of the wealth equation. Now, that could be tactical recommendations around what insurance to buy, legacy planning, or what stocks to invest in. But we think about wealth as a whole picture, right? If you think about the equation, it's really about your earnings and income, your percentage savings, which comes from expense management, which builds to a nest egg or overall savings that you can then grow with investments and then protect with insurance. So all of this has to work together to help you be able to budget for and plan for the life that you want to live. The other part that we focus on is unbiased information. If you look at many of the personal finance sites online, the way that they monetize is actually from many of the institutions, insurance companies, paying them to basically have a certain piece of content. Oftentimes there's a few things that happen. Number one is that the information actually feels incomplete because, again, the main monetization driver is actually directing that customer to that insurance agent or that company to basically further their service with a human or someone else, right? So the tools available online and some of the information available will always be incomplete because they want to have you complete your journey with something else that they can monetize more. But the second part of it is just the presentation of the information will always, gear towards the company that essentially pays the highest commission, right? As Charlie Munger famously said, show me the incentives, I'll show you the outcome. So what ends up happening is you may be actually reading information that just has more incentives or money behind it than actually reading what is good for you or relevant for you. With Peak, none of these videos are sponsored by any institution. We just want people to be able to have the most objective access to information to make the decisions for themselves. Even with Peak as a product, we're a subscription service. There's absolutely no money that we are actually making from any products that may appear in descriptions within the product. We basically just have to provide value for users, and then users decide whether or not they want to come back and continue subscribing with us. The third pillar that's really important to us at Peak and with our YouTube channel is actually practical tools, right? A lot of content that you read from finance bloggers is very text-based and very wordy, right? And oftentimes there's a few steps of translation that you have to make between what the person is writing and then what this information means to you, and then how to actually craft a frame of thinking where you apply the information to your current circumstance. And there's a lot of steps there, right? So with our channel, what we want to do is actually demo and show some of the free tools that we're building with Peak that allow you to make quantifiable decisions around renting versus buying. What kind of life insurance policy you should get at what point in time? Do you have excess market risk for the returns that you're getting within your portfolio? These are all tools that we will create and create even more of as we hear feedback from people around what is useful. And a final pillar that's important for our channel is we want to empower you with the decision making. So much of the industry around personal finance is actually hinged upon this idea that you are not equipped to make that decision, therefore you need to pay and trust an expert to do that for you. But what you realize actually is that many people are not necessarily 100% acting in your favor. In Singapore, if you talk to somebody who is a financial advisor and they don't work for Provident, which is a fiduciary advisor, they are probably a salesperson, right? They actually are not fiduciary, which basically means acting in your best interest. So we believe that you are actually capable of making these decisions, and you've just been told for many years that you're not capable of doing it. There's so much information out there, and that it's too hard to navigate because there are people out there who basically profit off of this information asymmetry. But we believe that you can make these decisions yourself, and you are the best to be accountable for your own outcomes. So I really hope that you enjoy the videos that we will be putting out on the Peak YouTube channel to help you start your journey of building the best financial future for yourself.